Let's look at this glove on. We're looking at snow analysis number 2. These are more my old footprints from like an hour and a half ago. Here's my feet now. How buried they are in the snow. We're in the same location. We're gonna do analysis number 2, check 2, on 94. Right now it is 9:10 p.m. I don't see a singular car out on this road, and that's probably for the best, because this is 94, Highway 94. You cannot see anything. At the moment the road's completely covered. There's no cars, which thankfully, I mean, there's a few people. I think I see a police officer actually at the gas station right there at Rocket, but these places all closed already. Those 2 places there closed. My store's still, oh shit, my bad. My store's still open for another hour, but I'm gonna try not to face that way. That way is where the snow's coming from. Back that way. Well, there's a few cars. I sent a report into the National Weather Service for all this, telling them about how the roads are over here so they know, and so MoDOT can come out and clear this out a little bit more. There's actually a MoDOT truck back there. I don't know if you see its amber lights back there. My feet are completely covered in snow. This is a foot deep, like almost a foot deep, basically. These gloves are for my manager. Shout out to my manager. But this hill right here. So past that hill, basically where that like lamppost is, that's the highway. You cannot see the highway at all from where I'm standing. It's completely covered. Currently, if I actually head up towards the neighborhood market over here, this is grass. This is normally big area of grass. You cannot see the grass at all. There's not 1 inch of grass that you can see here. Earlier, okay, you can see a little bit there, but earlier you could see like a line of grass here. No longer possible to see. This is one of the most severe times. It gets worse in about an hour at 10. So whenever we close at 10, that's about the time it gets worse. You can see my foot tracks all the way to back there. You can just barely see some stuff sticking up out of the ground. But it's foggy out. The snow is going through my boots already. Like I said, the highway's back a little bit more. So you just see how fast that snow is coming down. So it's coming from northeast that way, and it's heading southwest that way. That's why I'm trying to face this direction, so that way I'm not facing towards all the snow. I actually don't see any MoDOT at the moment. Earlier I saw MoDOT from that direction, back that direction. That's a movie theater. But right now I actually don't see any at all. And actually earlier, about 10, maybe 15, possibly even 20 minutes after I had done my first analysis, over here is South Highway 94. So over there is Old Highway 94. This is Highway 94. Over there is Old Highway 94, and over here is Old Highway 94. Up here, one of my coworkers actually got stuck. And we didn't know at first until one of our other coworkers opened the back door and saw her. She was like, "Hey, my truck's stuck." And all the struggle, our stuff, I dropped my email I was writing at that moment. We all booked it, put our gloves on, put our coats on, out here, and right over there, right where that sign is, she got stuck, and we were helping her get out of there. That was actually quite bad. Everyone else kind of went in, except for one who tried to get his truck. She had no hook on the front of her truck. Oh, we got to clean cruise actually. So me and one of the other coworkers actually had to push her out of the snow, get her truck unstuck by pushing her car. So that way we could get her. That was MoDOT. They just saw her. I didn't think it was MoDOT. I think it was the St. Charles City people. Going back that way. So we're finally getting this back road. This back road's yet to be cleared at all. Like, I have not seen one singular MoDOT, St. Charles City truck, anyone like that, come down this road yet. So this is South Old Highway 94. Right there is where she got stuck at. There is a ledge right here. It was actually up there a little bit, but there's a ledge, like a bump here. She was stuck over the top of that. So we had to push her out from there, you can't even see our car tracks anymore. That's actually one of them right there, I believe. But they fade out once you get past over there. You can barely see the church from here. Back there is actually the church, and you can just barely see the peak of it right there. All this is thick snow. Like, this is not no little snow either. This is like, that's my foot into the snow, basically. That's how deep it goes. It's fairly deep. But very thankful I have the gloves this time because I can actually stay out here a little bit longer. Cold doesn't bother me, it just bothers my hands. So I'm very thankful for my manager hooking me up with her gloves. And then if we head around this side of the building, it's kind of dangerous with the damn power line right there, but building under construction there, but it's all covered in snow everywhere. I'm not going to walk on the road up here because I know the road up here is a little bit slippery, and actually this hill I'm currently walking on is actually kind of slippery. As you can see, I kind of like slid a few times walking there, so this bed is a little bit slippery. I don't know exactly how well this ledge. Alright, we made it. Another hill here I'm on. This is the parking lot. You can see just how deep the feet are going into the snow. We're dead at the moment. We're actually clearing up the place. We normally close at 1 a.m. but we're closing 4 hours early for obvious reasons. Now I'm going to take it because there's a MoDOT truck that just went through here, or St. Charles County, St. Charles City truck came through. I'm assuming the National Weather Service got my email talking about how this road had yet to be cleared at all throughout the day, at least past 4 o'clock, 4:30. So, because past before I came in at 4:30, there was no one that cleared this road out here. It was completely, it was not cleared at all. And I sent an email in, and now there has been a St. Charles City truck. Thankfully went back here, so I think they got that email. I made a post on my Instagram for all the news things. I've yet to receive any media things from the police department or anything, but this road right here is really dangerous. And I'd say keep off the highways if possible because they're still being cleared out a little bit. Snow's coming this way, but it's actually kind of calming down a little bit at the moment. So it's not too bad. If we go this way, I'm trying obviously walking a little bit. So I don't mean, well, that's ice. So definitely don't want to stand in that. There's actually a ledge here, so I do have to be careful. Yep, there it is. Those are your worst nightmare when it comes to it being snowy out somewhere. Or there being a curve. If you walk, you step on that curve, you can fall backwards. So I was trying to see if there's a spot where you can see the curve. I work out here, so I just know that there's a curve there, but it's also right next to where I live. And all that, so I'm just used to this, but this is actually where I stood from one of my previous photos earlier. Was in this area. Actually, there's my original snow tracks right here. From that, you can kind of see them. But when I took some of my original photos, they're right here. You just see how much worse, or not worse, or that's not even worse. How much worse it's gotten out here since then. I'm actually gonna walk up to the hill that's by the highway here. This is the only bits of grass you can see, and that's the hill. Now the wind is blowing all the snow that direction. You got more city trucks up there doing stuff. Let you guys off real quick. So this video will be up on YouTube. Probably the only place will be up because this is so far. Been a 10-minute thing. But yeah, right now we're just kind of waiting out the storm, seeing when it does. Tomorrow it's supposed to be really bad, and these roads are supposed to be completely covered in ice. As tomorrow it's supposed to get down to like -2 degrees tomorrow and stuff like that. On Monday. So it's cold out here. I'm gonna head back inside, reconvene with my co-workers and managers and all that, but still got roads. We actually have another, I can't zoom in with these roads, but there's another emergency vehicle coming up over there, so a plow dude. Shout out to the plow dudes. They're the lifesavers out in these parts at the moment. Shout out to them, fire departments, EMS, hospitals. Have to stay open during all this. These aren't even like city people either. These are private company ones. This is how deep the snow is, me walking through it. At the moment it's 4 or 5, maybe 6 inches deep. So it's pretty deep at the moment. But yeah, we're gonna get back. Yep, there's another one of those killers. This is actually one of those parking things down here. One of those things over here. Oh, the other worst enemy is being out in the snow. My outfit is completely covered in snow at the moment, so here we go. Hopefully, I guess that was better.